TV, it's the match preview. Hull City at home on Saturday. Someone has thrown a spanner in the works in this game. It's gone from being one of those games where you think, yeah, we'll get 3 points, to suddenly the media attention being slightly different on this game, and the mood of this game slightly different, that we didn't need, which is the most annoying thing about it all. If you haven't watched that Lukaku video, go and watch it. Won't talk any more about that, but I suppose that is an annoying thing, though, that this should have been straightforward, 3 points, focus on the game for everyone, just on getting the 3 points, and suddenly now the focus is being dragged away, and you think that, listen, Everton plays are more professional than that, but for the fans, you just think the concentration's got to be on the game, but if it can't be, can it? Not fully, because everyone's going to build this game up in a different way than what it should be built up as.
Yeah, it was an opportunity to continue to win a run, wasn't it?
But it still is an opportunity.
Get to 50 points.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, that's in your mind. You're thinking 50 points. You know, this will be a tough game anyway. They've picked up since the new manager's come in. But yeah, it's a sideshow we didn't need. But we've got to put it to the back of our minds and get on with it. It's, you know, we've still got normally Lukaku for another 10 games. And we've got to try and get as many goals out of him as
maybe
we can.
more. We don't know that for a fact.
Well, yeah, no, at least for this season, we've got 10 games to go, and we'd expect them to be available for the majority of those. And so, you know, he's got to put the ball in the back of the net. His job hasn't changed. He's got to do his job. He's getting well paid by us. And the focus has got to be on that. You know, and yeah, all right, it's something we didn't need, and it was probably something we weren't expecting at the moment. But we have to deal with it. The footballers nowadays, and you get nothing from them, so you'd have to just...
There you go, yeah. But still, I mean, really, if we're on form, if Lukaku just gets on and done it, he's done that now. He's just got to get on and be professional in this game, and score his goals. And the team as a whole has just got to get on with it. They're professional footballers. They know how it works. It's all about the 3 points, isn't it? It's all about getting us up to that, you know, to continue, try and keep us in 7th place. We know that's for a European place now, and that, at least now we're certain of that. At least now we know that 7th place gets us European football. So let's, well, as long as Leicester don't do nothing stupid, but that, you know, we keep going with that. And we've got something to hold on to now, and we've just got to keep doing that. Just
keep winning the game. 7th being confirmed. You know, this could have dragged on the uncertainty into April, May. Some, you know, with some seasons, we know it's that if we're 7th, we're in Europe, and that's what we've, you know, like you've said many times, you've got to aim for 6th and 5th. You know, we can catch the teams above us by winning games. This is a great opportunity. Like you say, these will come. The main danger man's not playing, Mr. Nias. He's not playing. And it's a good opportunity for us.
Has that been confirmed? Because you can imagine Everton going, no, play him. It's all right. Play him. Clause about playing. Don't worry about it. Just
go ahead. When he gets a hat trick.
Yeah.
As far as we're aware, Omar Nias won't be playing.
Yeah.
No, he's not playing. And you know, it's an opportunity for us to win the game. We've been really good at home of late, and we've got to keep that going.
Again, it's well. I mean, the way they've been from the outside looking in, obviously Nias, they've been using his pace and trying to catch teams on the break. We've seen that at the weekend. We've seen when they beat Liverpool up their place. You know, trying to keep it tight at the back. They've bought new players, and the new manager's come in. He's done quite a good job considering what the state they were in when he came in. He lost a couple of players, but brought in, I think, more. You know, he had like Snodgrass, and it was like all the focus was on him, and then they lost him, but they've brought him better. You know, they've spread it out a little bit more. With Nias, they've had a goal threat, so they are a threat. I mean,
Markovic's pace.
Markovic, he'll show. You know, he'll want to. Obviously, being from the red side, he'll want to do well and give them something to talk about. But really, you know, after dispatching West Brom and. See, I think these will be a little bbit more open than West Brom will. These will
try and win the game.
These will try and win the game because they've got nothing. I don't think they've got anything to lose by not trying to win the game. Let's be honest. A point is not really worth anything to them. They've got to go and try and get the 3 points, so they'll come. Now that'll be better in a way. It'll make the game open. But as we've seen against Bournemouth, I'm not saying these are anywhere near as good as technically as good as Bournemouth, but when Bournemouth came, they had a lot of the ball and they opened us up and we looked a little bit nervy, and having that little bit of pace as well. I know Nias is not playing, but they've got Hernandez. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with at the back, because obviously last week Jags and Ashley Williams. But when we've had genuine pace playing against us, I think back to the Leicester game in the FA Cup, we've looked nervous back there, especially if it's been sort of on the left as well, pushing Seamus Coleman back. That's been a bit of a worry. But really, if we go at these like we've gone the last 5 Premier League games, we should be taking the 3 points off them.
Yeah, there's no question. If both teams play to their maximum, Everton will win the game, because Everton are a much better side. Got more players who can hurt them, and it's as simple as that. We've got a goal threat all the way across our team. We've got a main man up front who scores goals. We've got Ross Barkley in fine form. Kevin Morales, so you'd expect him to keep his place. He had a good game last week, scored a goal. The Schneidlin's weighing in, Coleman's a threat. So there's goal threats all over the pitch for Everton. And then off the bench you've got Valencia, Luckman, Calvert-Lewin. So it's Tom Davies coming forward in that midfield. So it should be 3 points. It's going to be difficult. You don't turn up and go comfortable 8-0, is it? Because it won't be. These are fighting for their lives. But it's a game that Everton should win. We expect to win. I think Marco Silva will be thinking, okay, we'll have a go, but our Premier League status is going to come from winning games at the KC. And it's up to us to make sure we get the first goal and get at them and put them to the sword.
Don't put ourselves under any unnecessary pressure. Again, going back to what we were talking about, the hype, there will be a outside pressure. Everyone will be looking at this game. Everyone will be watching what Romelu Lukaku does, and his body language, and the other players to him, and the manager to him, and the fans to him. There's going to be an unnecessary. This game should have just been a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday. Just another 3 o'clock. But suddenly now it's got eyes on us that we ain't needed.
Yeah, I don't think the players will. The players talk. I'm quite sure it won't have come as a shock to any of the players. Lukaku himself will have known last Saturday. Was his performance affected on Saturday? I thought he had a very good game, and he'd have known he wasn't signing him onto the. If that's what it is, he wasn't doing it at the weekend, and he performed and scored a goal and made other goals. So I'm quite sure his performances won't be affected. The fans may look at it differently. Some fans, a lot will still be behind him. Some fans will be waiting for his first touch to go wrong, or him not to chase a ball, and that really has got to inspire him to do twice. What he's done is he's put pressure on himself he didn't need to do, so he's now got to do twice as much running and score the goals, so that no one can level anything out.
And that's it, isn't it? We've got to make sure, and that you're right, exactly right there, what you just said. There's got to be no outside pressure, no excuses. We've got to go in, get the 3 points. Then everyone can be happy that we've got the 3 points. Everyone goes away on their international duty and we just get on with it. That's more of an issue why it's annoying that he came out with it, but we spoke about that in a separate one. But if we can get through it and just almost put it to bed, it's a subject we'll deal with at the end of the season, sort of thing. And listen, a lot of fans are sort of sensible anyway, very much the way you've explained the situation. They don't get caught up in it. They just see some players like Romelu Lukaku as just assets and someone who's going to do a job for you. You don't need to love them. And I suppose that relationship might just carry on. I suppose he said it enough times that people don't buy into any of it anyway. So it's about the team, isn't it, Saturday? It's about getting the 3 points. It's about the fans being behind the team and not sort of taking the frustrations out on the one player.
I don't think there'll even be an issue, mate. I'll be honest with you. Some will. Some people won't like it, but I think in general, the crowd know what we're trying to do. I think everyone will be pulling in the same direction.
And that's the main thing, isn't it? Making sure that we're all pulling in the same direction, because we've got
a break, and then we've got 2 big games, Liverpool and United. So we want to. The key for me now. Get these 3 points, go into that international break with the feel-good factor still bubbling. Yeah, okay, the Lukaku thing's a side issue, but if we win the game, it kind of makes that go, well, we know there's an issue, but we're this team and we're going in the right direction. And who knows, he could change his mind. You never know. It's about us winning games and proving to him that we are the real deal.
And also it's about those other players, like you said, stepping up and sort of not so reliant on them, but almost like, well, we're doing our jobs. It's not just about this fella.
Yeah.
You know, Ross and Morales and Snyder and Orland, same way. It's not just about this fella. We're all part of this. Okay, maybe for some time it was all about him, but now it's not. And you know,
this is why.
And we're moving in the right direction. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a tough game. I really do. These are fighting for their lives, and they've picked up since.
They've got 3 wins in 9 in the Premier League, so you know, won a third of the games. Couple of draws, got a draw 0-0 at Old Trafford. You know, so they're no mugs, but this is if we want to cement that 7th and potentially catch above us. This is a must-win game.
And they frustrated us at their place as well, didn't they? Because they started
big time.
They started so well in that game and caught us out big time. And they're another team that can be quite dangerous off set pieces as well. So we've got to be on our guard as well there. But if we're at it, then you know we should beat them. But as I say, I really hope that. I really just hope that all this is just. I mean, it's not going to go away, but just that we just everyone just gets on with it, and you know it's all about Saturday. It's all about getting 3 points. It's all about having that little break without having any sort of extra things to go on about. You know, any extra kick-offs. We all know how much we all love to have a bit of a fume now and again, but there's we don't sit there for 2 weeks going, that's because he did that, and it's
you've got to win the game.
Yeah,
it's simple as go out and win the game, get to 50 points Saturday night, and go, okay, right, we're on the last bit of the season now, the last quarter, and how many points can we get from that last quarter? You know, this is a big game. Let's win the game, and let's worry about the rest of the stuff after it. But Saturday's got to be where the focus is, and players have got to stand up and be counted, and Romelu Lukaku more than anybody now, and it's of his own doing. So I'm quite sure he will do it. I'm quite sure he'll score a couple of goals, and we just got to give him the opportunity to put the ball in the net. It's about the team. Let's win it. Yeah, exactly right. Let us know what you think in the comments. Obviously, bit of a shadow cast on this game now with everything that's gone on. Let us know what you think about that, whether that's going to cause any issues, and the game itself. You know, putting the other stuff to bed. The game itself. Do you think we can get the 3 points? And you know, we should really get the 3 points. Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. We'll see you later.